final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! They'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone!
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's the Carr-to-Cooper connection. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in. And
they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Let's go.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Forced out to his left. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll run it here. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions,
Here we go.
but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. See them now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Flex round. Flex round.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We got 3. Fellas. We got 3. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Screen pass to Charles. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far? I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though? I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jake Butt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin the drive with Charles. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hut! Hut!
Back to throw now on first down. And the Raiders have got him.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Hut!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Motion going left on second down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Doing there is he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And the blitz does come. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Slam! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So out come the Raiders. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30. Past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Now back to throw, and down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Marquell Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. The false start backs them up 5. First and 15.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Flex round! Flex round!
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go with Charles. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time.